Welcome! I'm Miss Sarah, and I'm one of the librarians here at the Public Library of Anniston-Calhoun County. And today we are celebrating National Ice Cream Cone Day. Now, I hope you were able to stop by the library and pick up your bag, because if you do, then you should have the recipe and all of the stuff that you need for your craft. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love ice cream. And in a little bit here, I'm going to show you how to make your own. But first, I thought we could start with our craft. Now, if you've gotten one of our bags, you should have almost everything you need. But you're also going to need a blank piece of paper and a glue stick. And now the first thing you're going to do is get out your brown triangle. Now we're going to be gluing this to your paper, and you're going to want to do this towards the bottom half with the point down, because this is going to be your ice cream cone. So we're just going to glue that right there. And we want it towards the bottom half so we have room for our scoops of ice cream. Now, next you're going to need your cupcake liners, and these are going to be our scoops of ice cream. So we're going to glue those right on top of our cone. So let's just put that right there, and then we'll do the next one. Alrighty, put that right on top and smush it down real good. Alright, now we also sent you guys home with a little red circle. Can you guys see that? That is your cherry on top, and we're going to put that right on top of our scoops of ice cream. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the cherry is my favorite part of my ice cream. I love it when I get a cherry. And the last thing we're going to do is we sent home these little tiny stickers, and these are your sprinkles on top. Now, in some places, well, first, we want to put our sprinkles on our ice cream cone, of course. But in some places, they do not call these sprinkles. They actually call these jimmies, and they do that sometimes up north. And now in Australia, they will call sprinkles hundreds and thousands. And they have a dish that they like to make, and it is buttered bread with their sprinkles that they call hundreds and thousands. And they'll put their sprinkles on their buttered bread, and then they call that fairy bread. And I don't know about how that would taste, but it sounds like it'd be really pretty. All right. So when you're done, your ice cream cone should look just like that. Now, that looks pretty good, you guys. Are you guys ready to make some real ice cream? Because I know I am. I am excited for this ice cream. So the first thing you need to do before you start cooking anything is wash your hands. Now, I washed my hands before I got on screen, but just to make sure my dirty hands aren't touching anything, I got some gloves right here. So I'm going to put those on while you guys wash your hands. All right. Now, we sent the recipe home with you guys, so you guys should know the ingredients that you need. And so our ingredients are half and half, vanilla extract, salt, sugar. My sugar is in this container right here. We're going to need ice and some bags. And you also might want some gloves because it's going to be really cold when you're mixing it up. All right. So the first thing we want to do is get our small Ziploc bag. And we're going to open that up. And then we're going to get 1 cup, this is my cup, of half and half. So we're going to fill that up nice and slow so we don't spill it. All right. And we're going to put that in our bag. Nice and slow. All right. Now the next thing we're going to add is 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is my teaspoon and then my 1/2 teaspoon. But if you're just using 1/2 teaspoon, you can use 3. Because 2 halves make 1 teaspoon. And then 1 more 1/2 teaspoon. All right. There's that. And then last thing for our mixture anyways, is we're gonna need some sugar. Because I don't know about you guys, but I like my ice cream sweet. All right. Once you have all of your ingredients in there, let me put that lid back on. We don't want any spills. Okay, you're gonna wanna zip your Ziploc bag, and you wanna get as much air out of there as you can. I like to close it halfway and then squeeze the air out and then zip it all the way. Now, a trick that you can do is you can get another Ziploc bag and you can put your mixture into another Ziploc bag, and this just makes sure you don't have any spills, because we're going to be moving around this bag a lot and we don't want the salty ice to get into our ice cream mixture, because I don't want salty ice cream at all. All right, and then we're going to close that Ziploc up and squeeze all the air out of that one too. Ooh. Next, we're going to take our bag of ice, or if you just have ice and you haven't put it in a bag like I have yet, you want it about halfway full. So, we're going to take 1/4 cup of salt and put that in our ice. And what the salt does here, you guys, is it makes your ice colder, and your ice cream's not going to freeze if you don't use the salt. All right, and we're going to sprinkle that on our ice, and then we're going to put our mixture in with that ice and add more ice on top because we want this nice and cold. Ooh, my ice got stuck. All right, and then we're going to get as much air out of that as possible, and we're going to shake that up. And the reason we want to shake this up, you guys, is because when the water in this mixture freezes, it'll try to get really tight, and it won't let any of the other stuff in there freeze. So it'll just be a block of ice and all of your other ingredients. And so if you keep your ice moving, then what you'll do is you won't let those big ice chunks form. You'll only get little tiny pieces of ice, which is exactly what you want for ice cream. Now, we've got to keep this moving for 6 minutes. So I'm going to hand this off to my assistant, and I'm going to read you a couple stories while you keep your bag mixing. All right. And he's going to keep that mixing for us, you guys, while I read you a couple books. And this first book I'm going to read is called Splat the Cat, I Scream for Ice Cream. And this is based on the creation of Rob Scotton. And the cover art is by Rick Farley. The text is by Laura Driscoll. And the interior illustrations, the pictures inside the book, are by Robert Ebers. Splat the Cat beamed in the back of the bus. His class was on a field trip to the ice cream factory. I could eat 4 ice cream cones a day, said Splat. I could eat 15, said Plank. And I could eat all of yours and 1,000,000 more, said Spike. Kitten licked her lips. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream, the friends cried. At the ice cream factory, ice cream swirled in big vats. Pipes steamed, nozzles gleamed. Wow, said Splat, what a dream. The factory manager greeted them. I am Mr. Jellybean, he said. Who wants a tour? Hooray, sang the cats. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Mr. Jellybean led the class to a back room. The cats' faces fell. There was a chalkboard, chairs, desks, but no ice cream to be seen. Mr. Jellybean cleared his throat. First, let's talk about freezers, he said. Some are big, some are small. All are extremely cold. Who doesn't want to learn about freezers? That sounds like so much fun. All right. Mr. Jellybean talked on and on. He seemed to love his freezer theme, but the cats did not. Their eyes glazed over. Their heads drooped. Splat began to daydream that he was making ice cream. He closed his eyes and leaned against a big red button. Beep! Alarms blared. Lights beamed. Splat jumped and screamed. Steam puffed out of a big pipe, then splat! Ice cream streamed out. It became a huge ice cream wave that grew and grew and flooded the factory. Now that's a lot of ice cream, said Plank, taking a taste. Yum. What happened? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple asked. I don't know, said Splat from under the chocolate chips. That's where I'd want to be. The class cleaned themselves up. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple counted heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone was there except Seymour, Splat screamed. I have to find Seymour, he said. He ran back towards the door. Wait, Kitten cried. We'll come with you. We're a team, after all. Inside, the team checked out the ice creamy mess. Let's look, they said. Be careful, Splat said. Seymour is so small, we may not see him under all this ice cream. With brushes and buckets, the cats cleaned and ate their way into the factory. Seymour, Splat called, but Seymour was nowhere to be seen. Then the team cleaned and ate their way through the next room. Seymour, Splat called again. The team continued until the factory gleamed, but it seemed Seymour wasn't anywhere under all that ice cream. Just then, a blob of whipped cream fell onto Splat's head. Splat! Splat looked up. There was Seymour. He was way up on a beam. He couldn't call out because his mouth was full of ice cream. Seymour leaped into Splat's paws. Then Mr. Jellybean thanked the team. The factory is so clean. How can I repay you? Would you like some ice cream? The cats all groaned. No more ice cream, they said. For now, whispered Seymour. All right. I got one more book to read to you guys. And this one is called Groovy Joe, Ice Cream and Dinosaurs. And this story is by Eric Litwin, and the art is by Tom Lichtenheld. Groovy Joe saw something yummy. Groovy Joe started rubbing his tummy. Groovy Joe was living the dream. He had a spoon and a tub of ice cream, and he started to sing. Love my doggy ice cream. Love my doggy ice cream. Roar! Oh no, a little dinosaur stomped into the room. He glared at the ice cream and he took out a spoon. He put on a bib. He pulled up a chair. What did Joe say? It's awesome to share. And everyone sang, love my doggy ice cream. Love my doggy ice cream. Roar! Oh no, a big dinosaur burst into the room. He glared at the ice cream and took out a spoon. He put on a bib. He pulled up a chair. What did Joe say? It's awesome to share. And everyone sang, love my doggy ice cream, love my doggy ice cream. Roar! Oh no, a huge dinosaur smashed into the room. She glared at the ice cream and took out a spoon. She pulled up a chair. She put on a bib. What did Joe say? It's awesome to share. And everyone sang, love my doggy ice cream, love my doggy ice cream. Roar! Oh no, the tub was empty. The ice cream was through, so the dinosaurs glared at you-know-who. What was Joe to do? He turned over the tub and made it a drum. Groovy Joe beat out a rum-tum-a-tum-tum. The dinosaurs laughed. They rose from their chairs. They started to dance. They jumped in the air. Woo! Well, then what did they say? It's awesome to share. And everyone sang together, love my doggy ice cream, love my doggy ice cream. The end. All right, so if you guys have been mixing your ice cream, it should be about ready. So we're going to check on ours. Oh, why, thank you. Let's see how this ice cream is going. Ooh, he did a good job. This seems pretty frozen. Now, let's take it out of our bags. If I can find where it opens. Here we go. 1 bag. 2 bag. Oh. Now you guys might have to mix this up a little bit before you eat it. But it looks pretty good to me. That's ice cream. And that's really good. So, you guys enjoy your ice cream and come by the library and tell us all about making ice cream. We hope to see you guys soon.